I'm joined by a lovely friend, Claire Frost.
Hello.
Fellow film lover, and we just saw The Disaster Artist.
Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Those films that just fill you with so much energy and all these noises that are coming out of me is what that film filled me with.
The audience we saw it with at Nova, because we saw a preview screening, it's not released yet for a couple of weeks.
We're pretty special.
Well, so special. And we had a Q&A at the beginning with one of the stars of The Room.
Yes.
And the author of the book, Greg Sestero.
Yeah, that was really cool. He was really down to earth. He just really knows what's up.
He seems way smarter than I originally would have given him credit for.
Absolutely. He was not who I was expecting, but of course, for him to write a book like that produced a film like this, there must have been, some level of self-awareness, and there really was so much self-awareness of himself, the situation.
Some people watching this might not know what The Room is. I doubt it, because why else are you watching this review?
That's true.
But if you were to give a very quick sum up of The Room and the aura surrounding it, what would you say?
Everything you can think of that would make a great film, The Room does the opposite.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
In essence, what it is a film from 2003 that should never have gone anywhere. It should never have been seen by an audience because it is an absolute garbage train wreck of a film, but somehow finds a glimmer of hope in its terribleness.
Yes.
And 14 years later now is a huge cult status.
Yep.
And now that a film, The Disaster Artist, with James Franco behind the wheel, it's only going to get bigger now.
There are a list of rules that you can download from the internet and watch it with some friends and follow those rules, that every time you see a picture of a spoon, you throw that plastic spoon at the TV screen, and you have fun with it, and it's such an event. Screenings
are held all over the country, all over the world. The Nova itself regularly has, I think, first Saturday of every month, they do a midnight screening. And
yeah.
It's just really fascinating cultural phenomenon. Not surprised in the slightest that it has been turned into a movie like it has with The Disaster Artist, because it's a really interesting story to be told.
Yeah.
And I think I loved The Disaster Artist.
The Disaster Artist was amazing. Ultimately, it's a story about someone following their dreams and a strong relationship with a friend, and they're both driving each other forward towards their dreams. And it's really a beautiful thing.
It's hard to make Tommy Wiseau, the director of The Room, sympathetic before you see something like this, but somehow they really craft his character so well that you genuinely feel for him.
Absolutely.
And the struggle that he's going through and the things that he's trying to achieve.
Watch out, here we go. To be or not to be?
It's not going to happen for you. Not in a million years.
But after that? This town, Greg. They don't want me.
Wish we could just make our own movie.
That great idea.
What I think is great about The Disaster Artist is I don't think you necessarily need to be a fan of The Room or to even understand what The Room is. In fact, if you don't know what The Room is, you might even appreciate it more.
Yes.
Seeing The Disaster Artist and going, this can't possibly be real.
Totally.
Because they do scene for scene recreations in The Disaster Artist. And yeah, if you're a first time viewer, it's like, no, surely not. But oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
I haven't read the book. Have you read the book?
I have not. But something I did want to mention is that it's so fitting that James Franco did this, because there is a book called Let's Talk About Love, Why Other People Have Such Bad Taste. And it talks about how we perceive taste and how we think about things and what we think is good and what we think is bad. And in 2014, they did a reissue where James Franco wrote an essay about the context of acting, completely explains all his acting choices after Spider-Man. And it just talks about the context of acting and how you're never really sure how it's going to look in the end product.
I'm reading a great book right now about this guy named Carl Wilson. It's called Let's Talk About Love, Celine Dion's, I guess that's her album or something. He starts off saying, I hate Celine Dion, but he wants to understand why, and so it's a real investigation into constitutes taste and why we like some things over others.
With the whole Tommy Wiseau creation of this and him thinking it was so good, like, why is it so bad?
Yeah.
How is it so bad? How did this get made with above a $6 million budget?
But he's such a mysterious such a mysterious person and character, because it's been a question ever since The Room really became a big thing, is who is this guy?
Yeah.
Where does he come from? How old is he? And how does he have all this money?
Where's the money from?
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
More than any of the questions I have from The Room, the movie, I have about Tommy himself. And I feel like we'll never get the answers.
No, we're playing into his hands. It's exactly what he wants.
We did not know what your reaction would be.
Well, I think I got a great reaction. No, 99% approve.
99.9%.
Yeah.
Because you did not like lighting.
No, football. The way he threw the football, I know you saw it or not.
No, I think I call it bull.
So let's talk about the performance.
Yes.
James Franco. Now, he also directs this and stars as Tommy Wiseau. I was worried about how Franco would pull off, because if you watch any video of Tommy Wiseau or if you see him in The Room, it's just such an unusual appearance, facial expressions, voice, mannerisms. Everything about him feels as though it'd be impossible to replicate. But I thought Franco absolutely fucking nailed it.
He was absolutely amazing.
Greg Sestero is the one the film opens with. It's the one who we usually see through the eyes the most of, but he actually doesn't really drive any of the story.
No.
Tommy does all of the driving, but I like seeing it through Greg's eyes.
Absolutely.
Because it's just, I don't think you could do this movie telling it through Tommy's eyes. It just wouldn't feel, I guess, authentic, or it wouldn't feel right.
It would be a bit too off. The fact that it's the Franco brothers as well, with the film and the story being about two friends and a brotherly connection, and for there to actually be two brothers playing these roles is just so fitting, and I think really enhances the relationship throughout the film.
It's easy to forget they are the Franco brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Dave Franco, it's hard for him to not be Dave Franco.
That's true.
But James Franco, he just fades away and becomes Tommy. I also liked that there were so many different appearances by various character actors and comedians.
Yes.
And it's just littered with people you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that person's in it.
Oh my God, Nathan from Nathan For You.
Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder, that's his name. As soon as
God,
he came on the
is a
screen.
god. If you haven't seen his show Nathan For You, check it out, because it is phenomenal. All right, well, Claire, final thoughts and rating for The Disaster Artist.
I'm going to give it 8.5, just because the whole time I was just enthralled.
I love the angle that they took with it, because it could have very well been a, hey, let's just poke fun at the Tommy Wiseau and The Room and all that. But it's not like that. It really, as you said earlier, it's about people following their dreams. It makes Tommy a sympathetic character. You see a really great friendship. Well, like, not great, but I guess loyal friendship.
Yes.
I guess even though it's skewed somewhat, I think the message is still pretty important. You believe in something, you have a vision for yourself, you should follow that. And
Absolutely.
don't take no for an answer.
Don't take no for an answer.
Go and do what you need to do.
Follow your dreams.
The directing is great. I'm very natural, really focused on the performances. Franco was awesome as Tommy Wiseau, and I just, absolutely loved it. If I'm looking at it objectively, not as The Room fan, I would say maybe 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a Room fan and seeing the behind the scenes, it's not much to fault. I reckon I'd almost go 9, maybe even a 9.5.
Hello, doggy. Hey.
Oh, it was just a great ride.
It was a great ride.
Tommy, this is not necessary.
No, very necessary. I need to show my ass to sell this movie.
I think you're aiming a little bit.
I am what I aim. Just do the scene.
Why is he having sex with her belly button? He knows where her vagina is, right?
That's been our review for The Disaster Artist. If you haven't seen it or have seen The Room, have always been fascinated, even if you haven't seen The Room, go check it out.
Check it out.
I think you're going to have a really great time with it. Thank you very much, Claire, for joining me for this
Pleasure.
review.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you again on the next review.
See you.
Bye.